You hear that? That's the awkward silence of a family dinner after you just got caught vaping. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine and disappointment. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults, with a 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute, and available reclining lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to, I don't know whether this is going to be an extra or an episode, but I did have an idea for the video game the day before. So for those that haven't been paying attention to what I've been talking about these past few episodes. So, a zombie game got announced in 2021. From 2021 all the way up until maybe a few days before the game came out. They was coming out with all these different trailers, all these different tweets, all these different posts all across the internet promoting this game. When did this game come out? December 7th. December 7th, the game comes out. Overwhelmingly negative reviews. The servers don't work. People don't play the game correctly, meaning more so talking about my experience. I'm trying to go out and do a mission, and I got people camping around corners, shooting and killing me, and then ruining the mission, and I got to start this mission all over. I don't know how some people see that as fun. I guess maybe if you're the person on the shooting end, then okay, but when you're the person on the getting shot end, yeah, that's not fun. So that's why I'm like, fam, I'm not enjoying that. Like I've been saying, I wish they would have added an offline mode. But regardless, today they announced that they're closing up. Well, I think so. Here's what I think. I think that the owners of the game, the publishers, because I think they're the ones. So Mytona, I think they're the ones that own the game, and Fantastic was just the developers on the game. Now I don't know necessarily if Fantastic, if they have ownership of the game, but regardless of whatever the situation is, I don't personally think that the game should be given up that easy. Like, I don't think, more so talking on, like, I don't think that they should just give up on the game that easy. There we go. There's proper English and sentences being put together and things. But, no. The thing is this, I find it upsetting that it's like, I waited all this time for this game to come out just for them to be like, oh, well, we're not, we're done, like, we can't do no more and stuff, and we're taking it out of the store, and all this other, so, but no, Mytona, so they made a post on social media, because that's why I think that, yeah, Mytona, they own the rights to the game. It's just Fantastic was the ones that was developing the game. So let me find Mytona. Okay, there we go. So they go on to say, to all the day before players, as the investor of the day before, we would like to provide some updates on the current situation around the game. We are sorry for the fact that the game didn't meet the expectations of the majority of the players. Today, we will work with Steam to open up refunds for any players who choose to make a refund. We're in contact with Fantastic regarding the future of the game. What they need to do is, and this is my idea on what they should do with the day before, they should sell the rights. Because if they don't want to work on the games, I'm pretty sure that there is somebody in this world that will be willing to take over the rights to that game, and then they work on it. Whether it's an indie developer, whether it's a developing team, but I am pretty sure that there is somebody out there that will buy the rights to that game, and overall, and especially if it's like, if they're trying to, because I think that's what it is that Fantastic, so yeah, the Mytona is the investors, and I think Fantastic is trying to make up the money to pay off Mytona and stuff. And yeah, I'm like, my thing is no, it's like either Fantastic or Mytona, whoever owns the rights to, because that's unclear. I don't know if both of them own it. I don't know if only one owns it, but regardless, somebody needs to sell the rights to the game to developers that actually want to sit down and work on the game. And then from that point on, because and that's the thing that I'm like confused by. It's like, fam, the game's only been out for a few days. You guys didn't even give it a chance. Like, yeah, the game had a bumpy start, but it's like, what? My thing is, and I was talking about this on stream, and I think I did do a video where I was, yeah, I think it was a video. It was either a video or a podcast episode where I said, but it's like, what products in this world didn't have problems when it very first came out? I'm pretty sure that's why it's like you don't see people using the very first iPhone. That's why you don't see people using the very first car. That's why you don't see people using the same formula they used to build houses. They might, I don't know, but what are some other things? I'm saying, like, you learn from your mistakes. You don't just give up after you made one mistake. It's like, okay, you guys made one mistake, fix it. Because it's like, my thing is this. I remember there was a time they actually ignited a beef, not really a beef, but it just brought like my attention to one of my I can't even call this guy a hater. He was just a flat out stalker. But anyways, I remember I had uploaded this video. I thought it was the perfect video of all time. I was like, there is no way possible there is any other video that I've made talking on the YouTuber Trisha Paytas. There's no other video or podcast episode, any bit of content that I've made surrounding Trisha Paytas' name. There's no way possible that it's gonna be better than this video. I did that whole video, right? I sat there and messed up on, I don't know if it was me. I don't know if it was I think it was the program that I used, because that program, it did stuff like that before. I remember with my podcast episodes where it just didn't record my microphone. So yeah, overall, I had sat there, did this whole video talking on Trisha Paytas, upload the video. One of my friends brought to my attention that the video didn't have no audio. So I then sat there and did this whole video. And that video was like, I think it was like maybe 14 minutes long or something. I did this whole video, one take, no mess ups, no nothing. And I couldn't even use it. And so what I did, instead of just being like, oh, well, I give up, I'm not going to make anymore, I made a remake of the video, just pretty much trying to remember all the stuff that I said in the first video. And I made a podcast episode. And then I think I did a reaction video talking on Trisha Paytas and stuff. And so I made up for it. I didn't just give up, because it's like my thing is this. That's like if I posted that video. If I follow the same formula that Fantastic and Mytona did, based off of what they just did, I just give up on content creating because I messed up on that one video. Fam, and if that was the case, if everybody in this world just gave up after they messed up on that one thing, there would be a lot of things in this world that doesn't even exist. I probably wouldn't even exist. I'm saying, like, there's a lot of things in this world that would not exist if people gave up after they made their first mistake. And I'm like, the thing is this, you guys are human, correct? This is the first time ever in your whole life you have made a mistake? How many people in this, no, that's a genuine question that I have for everybody in this world. There is no such thing as a perfect person. There is no such thing as a person, even the most saints of all, like, saint people walking the face of this earth, they've even made a mistake. I'm saying it could be, my thing is this, it could be as little as forgetting your car keys in the house to as big as, preventing freaking aliens from coming to the world or something. I don't know. But overall, though, everybody makes mistakes. I just think that that's something that people need to understand, that it is okay to make mistakes, all right? Yeah, you might make too many more than the average person, but at the end of the day, it is okay to make mistakes. It is okay to learn from your mistakes. It is okay to make up for your mistakes. But to give up after you have made your mistakes, and you've been talking on this one thing, talking on the day before, for 2 years, bruh, nah. That's why I'm like, the thing is like, I'm debating on whether or not I should get my money back. But at the same time, I'm like, fam, I know I didn't wait 2 years. I know I didn't react to numerous videos. I know I didn't get into numerous arguments with people prior before the game launched and even after the game had launched. I did not get into arguments. Well, there are some other things that I did. And then woke up early so I could play this game, and even supported you guys after the fact that I couldn't even get into a lobby the first time I even played the game. And the fact that I still own this game to this day, and I have even found out a way to contact Steam or did nothing to get my money back, fam. That's even more so of a reason. It ain't even gotta be me. But I'm saying there are people, and it's crazy because there's I think I either mentioned that, I think it was the podcast episode, because I did do a podcast episode talking on this whole situation. And yeah, I'm like, I'm sorry, but I'm like, I can't just let the game go like that. It's just something where it's like, I've waited too long excuse me, I've waited too long for this game, and I'm not just gonna let it go on some stuff where it's like it's too much for them. So what if it's too much for you? It's like, do you think a person, because like I think I did say that in the last podcast episodes, like how people play Call of Duty and Apex, Fortnite, and all those other different games that you see people playing on a regular on Twitch, and then you got those one streamers where it's like they don't even play games, they just want to show boobies all throughout the whole stream. But just like how they like doing that, that's what I wanted the day before to be for me. Not that last part. That last part is just weird. But anyways, but the games though. I wanted the day before to be my Call of Duty, my Fortnite, my Valorant, my Apex. Well, there's some other games out there. I'm saying it's like it to me. It's just crazy to see the game like, and if it is ending, it's just crazy to see the game end like this. And that's why even more so of a reason why I think the developers or whoever owns the right to the day before, they need to either sell the rights to somebody that wants to work on that game, or they need to work on it themselves. But I know I'm not going to give up on the game. And I know that there's other people, they want to say, oh, game's a scam, is this, is that. I don't care. I honestly, I genuinely do not care. And there's probably people that's out there thinking along the same lines as me, or they're, been in the same situation as me where they waited the same amount of time, found out about the game just like how I found out about the game, supported it, did all these things, and the game let them down. Of course it let people down, but I feel like it's even more so of a letdown where the developers and the people behind the game just gave up on it. My thing is this, and me personally, I feel like it's due to a lack of communication. I don't know whether it's Fantastic not communicating with my Tona not communicating with Fantastic. I don't know what the situation is, but the lack of communication, I think it's these two reasons. I think, if they would have released the game like how they said they were going to release it, and they didn't, we're going to delay it because we want to put it on Unreal Engine 5. I remember when they talked on that, and I'm like, fam, that wasn't even necessary. There's no reason. At some point in time, yeah, you come out with an update where it updates to Unreal Engine 5. But until then, I'm like, bruh, and that's the thing where it's like they could have at least came out with two different versions where it's all like the Unreal Engine 4 version and then the Unreal Engine 5 version. And I'm like, and then at the end of the day, you debate on which game you want to play. But I guarantee and I promise you, that game that we saw a couple of years back, we definitely would have been playing that game. Now, I personally think it was that, and I also think it was due to a lack of communication. They wasn't trying to listen to themselves. They wasn't trying to listen to the fans. Whoever else was in the picture, they wasn't trying to listen to them either. And I'm like, if you guys, my thing is this. If you guys, whenever the case may be, where it's like you guys decide to go back into production for this game, whenever that case is, the communication needs to be active. Where you're talking to the fans, where you're talking to the people that's still going to be playing this game months down the road, probably years down the road. I'm saying it should not end like this. Because that to me, I'm like, bruh, that's not even fair to me as a gamer. And I know people are going to probably be all like, bruh, don't you think you taking this too serious? Don't you think you just kind of like, look. At the end of the day, I'm speaking as a content creator. If I wasn't a content creator, I wouldn't be sitting down and I wouldn't be doing this podcast episode and videos and all these other things that I got planned to continue, whatever they got going on with this game. But yeah, and and it's the thing is this, the day when I came close. There was like numerous times throughout like this time frame of the game coming out where I wanted to give up. I was really thinking about it, but I was like, and then that's when I just sat down and I started thinking, bruh, you been through so much when it comes to gaming. I'm saying, like, at the end of the day, it's hard for me to find a game that I can genuinely like and, play it on a regular basis unless it's a game where I'm trying to get through the story or get through some, like, for an example, The Crew 2, like, how that game is set up and trying to get through that. At the end of the day, I struggle when it comes to playing video games. I sat there and struggled earlier today trying to play Avatar on PC. And that game, oh my God, Avatar on PC is horrible. I'm getting that game on console because I don't know what they got going on PC, but it was like the game took forever to load up. Then when I did get loaded into the game, they had it where I had to create an avatar. I tried to choose a face. They wouldn't even let me choose a face. What are some other things about, the audio wasn't even matching up. So it's like they show, well, I ain't gonna spoil it for nobody, but there's, it wasn't like it was a big part. I mean, it wasn't I don't know. I'm not gonna spoil it for nobody, but overall, somebody got shot. And then at the end of I was like, bruh, the sound was so delayed. And then they showed when one of the avatars had shot some human people, that audio was delayed. And then my character, he kept getting like stuck trying to jump. And I'm like, bruh, you know what? I ain't gonna fool with this game. But the thing is this though. I'm not gonna give up on that game either. Because and I'm like, I'll just have to buy it on console and see how it plays on there. So it probably, because that was something where I'm all like, and I think that's probably why I've been having like issues trying to get that game on console, because, and I know I could just subscribe to Ubisoft Connect and just play it through there. But I'm like, I'm not trying to spend like on no 17. I wish they had Ubisoft Connect with like Xbox Game Pass. I'm like, I'm like, why have it there? And I thought that's what it was, because I was like, bro, I was getting ready to play Avatar through that, but yeah, they was all like, they want me to pay another $17. I'm like, no, bro. I'm like, it ain't worth it. I'm like, I'm sorry, but it ain't worth it. I'm like, I'll just go out and buy the game. And I'm like, so I ain't gotta pay like no 17, because I'm like, my thing is this, I could be playing this game further down the road, and I'm like, and I'm still paying for this Ubisoft subscription versus just putting a one-time down payment or one-time payment of $70. I'm like, I'd rather do that than whatever they else they want me to do. But yeah, I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, man, it's just where I'm at with gaming. I was like, the day before was honestly the one game I was looking forward to playing, and now where it's at, I'm like, bro, that ain't cool, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's just not cool what they got going on. So hopefully they decide to do some more with that game, but if not, then yeah, I'm like, you know what? It probably is best that you guys just close up and then, yeah, have it where people get their money. That's if you guys don't want to do nothing. But it's like, if you guys want to continue working on the game, you got to let people know that. All right. But it's like, I'm saying, like, due to the lack of communication, it's something where I'm like, I'm not feeling that, So it's like, y'all gonna have to do something. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Make sure you follow me across all social media platforms at TMossBoss. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.